Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Lawyers representing Vanessa Bryant in her lawsuit against Los Angeles County claimed that the highest ranking LA Sheriff's Department officer stationed near Kobe and Gianna's helicopter crash was demoted after being reluctant to participate in a cover up scheme, according to new filings. In a series of filings outlining witness lists and evidence ahead of a July 26 trial, Bryant's team made their case for Captain Matthew Vanderhorck to testify. Vanderhorck was a former officer at the Los Hills, Malibu LASD station, and Bryant's team claimed that he also Bryant's team claimed that he also has intimate knowledge of an alleged internal cover-up scheme involving the graphic photos allegations the county has called a conspiracy. He is expected to testify. He's expected to testify about the department's initial response to the citizen complaint, concerns he expressed regarding the sheriff's order to delete photograph, Bryant's lawyers wrote in new filings. Her lawyers wrote that they would also seek testimony about his transfer and temporary demotion to lieutenant at the direction of the sheriff in the weeks after the citizen complaint. In September 2020, Vanessa Bryant sued the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department, the county's fire department, the county as a whole, and 8 officers in the wake of reports that first responders took and shared photos of Kobe and Gianna Bryant's January 2020 crash site. LA Sheriff Alex Villanueva has admitted that he instructed staff to delete photos after the crash. Bryant accused the first responders of negligence and intentional infliction of emotional distress and invasion of her right to privacy. She is suing for undisclosed damages. Vanderhorck was transferred and demoted weeks after the January 2020 crash on February 18, 2020, over the botched handling of a sexual assault investigation at Pepperdine University, according to the Sheriff's Department. Attorneys for the county do not believe any evidence or testimony related to Vanderhorck should be introduced at the trial. If their attempt to bar him from testifying is rejected by a judge, county attorney said Vanderhorck will testify that his transfer had nothing to do with his handling of the January 26, 2020 crash or the crash site photos, but instead related to his mishandling of a sexual assault allegation. And in a witness list that calls for upward of 50 witnesses to testify, the party sparred over what the role Vanderhorck could play at the trial. Bryant's attorneys have also called for the citizens who filed complaints about being shown the crash site photos by LASD officers and LACFD staff to testify during the trial. Exhibit 131 reflects Captain Vanderhorck forwarding a chain email with his supervisors related to the citizen complaint about the photos from his work account to his personal Gmail account. Her attorneys wrote in a recent filing, Vanderhorck's transfer from the Los Hills station to the Men's Central Jail occurred 3 weeks after he voiced concerns about Sheriff Villanueva's instructions that deputies delete photos in exchange for amnesty. Vanderhorck testified at deposition that he forwarded the correspondence with his supervisors to his own Gmail account because he thought he may need to pursue legal action related to the unwanted transfer, Bryant's lawyers added. They added that his testimony could show how Villanueva elected to discipline only the individual who voiced concern and refrained from disciplining individuals who took and shared photos of the victims' remains. At a July pretrial hearing, county attorneys are expected to argue that Vanderhorck's testimony is irrelevant. Plaintiff's conspiracy theory is wrong, the county's attorneys wrote. Even if plaintiff's whistleblower/retaliation theory were true, it's not. Evidence of Captain Vanderhorck's opinions about how Sheriff Villanueva handled LASD's internal investigation or discipline surrounding the crash site has no bearing on the actual issues in this case. Whether photos were disseminated in violation of plaintiff's rights, attorneys representing both parties did not immediately respond to insiders' requests for comment. So Vanessa Bryant is basically taking this to the length because photos were shared of her daughter and her husband's bodies, which got to TMZ and other sites that was posted on the nationwide social media. And this is very serious. And for a woman who's lost her child, hold on. And because of this happening and her losing two people that she loves, and she has a lot of time on her hands, is really going to help her at the end of the day, because she could continue to put pressure on these individuals as long as she wants. So this is going to be tough for them to shake this. You know, and then they just prematurely moved the officer who voiced concerns about them sharing these pictures. Now that makes them look guilty to try to get him out the way and put all the blame on him. And that was smart of him to keep the evidence and stuff so he could defend himself. So do I think this will ever have a resolution? Probably not. Who knows? You know, we have to continue to look at this, you know, from outside looking in perspective, unless we get more things issued to us during the upcoming weeks. You know, this is sad. I feel sorry for Vanessa that she has to go through this. I hope her and her family continues to be strong and continue to grow through this pain of sudden tragedy. So thank you guys for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit that notification bell to select all so you can receive upcoming notifications. And if you guys love what you hear, you guys can go to the description box and hit that link in the description box. What that link will do, it'll take you to my Cash App where you can donate whatever your heart's desire. Also, you know, if the video is going live, you know, you guys can super chat, or if it's premiering, you guys can super chat. Also, if you guys don't get a chance to do those three things, you can always super thanks. But make sure you hit the like button and make sure you share it. We want to get as much information out there. YouTube is hating on the page as much as they can, but we keep grinding. Thank you for listening, and we are out. Deezy.